You're listening to United Anime Kingdom.
Hello and welcome to United Anime Kingdom Podcast, episode 9. Now, before we start off, if you want to check out us, we did a little special of our review of both the Hunter x Hunter movie and the Our Nexus movie. So if you watched the event, go check it out. That's been a previous video, which was up on Saturday. And today, topic, we're going to talk about what series we want to be licensed in the UK on either DVD or Blu-ray or perhaps both. And so that means, like, if, say, there's a DVD or Blu-ray out in America, we want it over here. So, like, I don't know, Full Metal Panic, let's say, that's out on Blu-ray over there, and we haven't got it. Maybe we will mention it in the podcast. Well, not necessarily that series, but that sort of thing. But anyways, with me, I've got BT87, Nest Mudkip,
Hello.
Slide Dragon,
Hello.
and last but not least, Z-Star Games.
Good afternoon.
Oh, he actually recognises his own name now.
Yeah.
We had a guy who thought he was you last week.
Yeah.
It was a bit weird.
And we had no Ben last week,
It's been a long
actually.
time since we've all been together. I mean, it's been
But
four
before I-
podcasts, excluding this special podcast.
Before we kick off the topic, I just want to say once again that we've now. Am I right in saying we have got a download link now sorted? It's all done and dusted, and it's on iTunes. Is it on iTunes?
I think it will be.
It will be on iTunes. We'll leave a download link down below in case you want to, like, I don't know, go out for a jog and listen to us. Don't know why you want to do that, but you know,
You can
jogging.
walk into your workplace and or school and show how cool you are to all your friends by showing your iPod.
Or even better yet, you could go out when it's really sunny and just blurt it out, sunbathing, and just show how badass you are and listen to us. Right. Now, so, anime you want on Blu-ray and DVD over here in the UK. Who wants to start?
You.
Okay, I'll start with, like, probably a series that I think everyone here wants, apart from Lewis because he never watched it, which is, of course, the Hunter x Hunter series 2011. Now, we didn't even
I
get...
still want it.
Okay, you still want it. There you go. Good boy. We didn't even get the original Hunter x Hunter series, actually. That's the point out there. But the Americans did, because they get everything. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'd really like to see that. I mean, I would love to have, like, sort of Blu-ray release, but I'd be happy with DVD release, because it's just, you know, it's Hunter x Hunter, but the Japanese get it on Blu-ray, so therefore there must be some sort of marketing ability.
It can't be that hard for him.
Yeah.
Combi pack.
But because, like, I am tempted just to buy the Blu-ray release of the movie just because of, you know, I'll collect anything Hunter x Hunter, but it's apart from, like, every volume, because it's like 3 episodes for 40 quid, whereas the whole movie for like 35. So I thought maybe I'm thinking about it, not too sure yet, but it would be for collectors. But, like, I love the series, one of my favourite series, my favourite shonen series, I believe, probably, most likely, I can't think of it, yeah, probably my favourite series overall. But yeah, definitely a good series. I haven't watched it, go check it out. I think it could sell well. It's hard, Hunter x Hunter, because I don't really hear much about it over here. I do hear about, like, in America, I hear people talking about it. That's where I hear about it most. I mean, apart from us, like, I'll just use it as an excuse, like the Expo, MTM Expo group, all I hear is Bleach, Naruto, Fairy Tail, Attack on Titan, and Sword Art Online. And One Piece, a bit of One Piece, actually. And I don't really hear about Hunter x Hunter, so I'm a bit skeptical that it will take some time for them to actually release it, because, I mean, it's 2011 it came out in, whereas they've already got Attack on Titan, like, licensed.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, it hasn't even finished on episode 17 tonight. Well, as we're recording this, it'll be 17 whilst you were listening. But that's just stupid, you know. It's not even out, it's not even finished, and yet you got license to it. So obviously there was some demand there. Manga UK knew that it was easy to sell. It will sell like hotcakes, and therefore they got it. Whereas Hunter x Hunter has been out for 2 years now, and whilst it's a really good series, the popularity is not there. And
Such a shame.
it is growing, but not at a speed where we could see a release in the next year or so. I don't think so. Maybe when the series finished, because obviously now I don't think we're gonna have a clash. Because
When it starts again.
Yeah, when it starts again. I mean, obviously, I think Madhouse will go on with it when Togashi starts writing, but I think we're at now. Even if he starts writing now, we'll still have a period where it will just have to end or go to filler, which I don't think they will because it's Madhouse. But I think that's about me for my first one. I've got a few more lined about, but if anyone else wants to go now, go ahead.
Can I?
Don't know, can you?
I don't think he can.
Funny, mate.
I don't
Funny
think you can.
guy. Anyway,
May you, mate? Yes, you may.
Thank you. Anyway, yeah, so this is one that I know Tash really wants as well, and that is JoJo's
JoJo!
Sorry.
JoJo!
Yeah, the 2012 series to be exact, because you could want the OVAs from like 2000.
Another
if you wanted
remake.
to. But, yeah, that was a really good series. It was definitely one of my favourite ones of recent seasons, and it was just really, really good. And also, I'm really waiting for part 3. So, yeah, it's only 26 episodes? 26? 24? And it's in the 20s, mid-20s. So, yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to release. It could probably get a Blu-ray release pretty easily, because it would probably be on 1 or 2 volumes, fine, like that. I'd pick it up, like, day 0, because I just liked it so much. And, yeah, again with the popularity, though, I don't see many people talking about it, like Jamie said, similarly with Hunter x Hunter. I think it's even less popular than Hunter x Hunter, to be honest. It has definitely gained steam since this, new, the entire series as a whole has definitely gained steam since this new series began, so that's something at least, but again, it's just really not there, like, but at the same time, this is an ongoing one, Hunter x Hunter was, so, I'm not sure if it's really fair to compare that, but even while it was running, people did episode reviews for it, and that was about it on YouTube. But again, like Jamie said, the MCM group, I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about JoJo on that. So, But, yeah, it's another shonen that I really, really like, actually. So, yeah. Anyone else want to say anything about that?
Yeah, I feel like it could potentially get popular. However, there's only been 24 episodes of JoJo, so that's 2 parts, and it's not ongoing.
But surely that's enough to be 24 episodes is more than enough to be popular. But I think what you can say it will get popular, it may get popular, but the thing is, what companies are looking at is stuff that will sell, not necessarily about stuff that may sell in due course.
Mm-hmm. I've just remembered something else as well, actually, with JoJo. And that is, there's a lot of licensing issues because of all the references to bands and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what was it? Eden of the East. They literally had to make a new opening for the Funimation release because they had Oasis in the opening, and it was just it's not enough money to actually license it.
If I get my JoJo Blu-rays one day in the future, sit down and get to the end of an episode and I don't hear Roundabout, I'm going to be upset.
They have Warner Brothers behind it, so it's going to be a bit tricky.
Yeah,
to get that.
I mean, also, as I mentioned before, someone else speaks, but like this week we've had Fate Zero and Sword Art Online confirmed in the UK, and I think this is what sort of caused this topic to come about as well. I should have said it at the start, but I forgot myself. But they're both that's great news. But I think we're getting more actually on Blu-ray. We're getting Cowboy Bebop. America don't have that. We're getting Dead Man Wonderland on Blu-ray, which America don't have. We're getting more. We're getting some things up on America. As in releases wise, but America still triumphs with like the
majority
vast amount. It has so much releases. Let's be fair, they have Sentai films releases, they have Funimation, they have all sorts, and compared to us we have a little bit.
We're starting
we do get
to
good stuff
pick
though.
Up, though. Some more Blu-rays
we get the
now.
good,
I feel like there's a big change compared to last year now.
I think there's probably more demand for Blu-rays because it's been about for 5, 6, 7 years now. I don't know what Blu-ray's been out. And I think people just realising that a PS3 can play Blu-ray. And
It took them long enough.
Why not this one?
That's why they revived Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood as well. I mean, people are like, where's the other parts?
And I think the Xbox, the new Xbox, one as well. So that means pretty much everybody will have a
except
Blu-ray
the Wii U.
player, so
if you want to buy an Xbox One.
More popular.
And I had the Wii U, still can't play DVDs.
I don't even think the Wii U turns on yet.
I don't know.
I'm still working on that.
I haven't really turned mine on for a few months now. It's ridiculous.
Slightly off topic, but the funny thing is the Wii and the Wii U can actually play DVDs.
Yeah, but because of licenses, because it costs money to license this. And not going to do it.
That's getting off topic.
What's going next?
I've got a list now. I'm just going to go zoom by.
Is there one? No, don't do one at a time, mate. We all do one at a time. I have a list.
Oh, okay.
Okay, does one begin with C, by the way?
C.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I can't think of what...
Go on, don't ignore me, go on.
But you grabbed my interest. You intrigued me.
You did an anime review on it.
Junibyo.
Yeah, if you want that.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't licensed that yet. I mean, it's a Kyoto Animation. I'm pretty sure, K-On! Did pretty well.
K-On!, yeah, but don't forget, what else it's done? It's done Nichijou, which will never ever get released here.
No, please, I want that.
I want that too on Blu-ray and HD and like, and also before that you got Hyoka, which I don't know. Has that even got a dub in America? I don't think it has.
So, no.
Only other thing I can think of is Clanad, which apparently has a really bad dub. I don't know what else has they done. Is there anything else released? Is the Kyoto animation, whilst it's popular, I don't know why people are not picking up on it like as much as they should have. Like, I can see 3 coming over here. That's the thing. Like before Chunibyo, it's like
That's disturbing.
Can you imagine it gets on?
Before Tomoko Market as well.
So Tamako Market will never come over here. There's no one really likes Tamako Market.
Can you imagine
I did.
Free? Can you imagine Free just gets the biggest advertising campaign of anything?
You can like,
There'll
it's
be a
like on
limited
buses and
Blu-ray
everything.
edition for it. I can imagine they'll even include figures.
I mean, like, we don't even have Formula Panic. We did get Haru Suzumiya, but that's out of print.
Right.
And I know there's some sort of demand for it now. There's people saying, "Oh, what Blu-ray releases?" I think Australia's getting some sort of Blu-rays for it. But anyways, Kyoto animation's a bit off in here. Like, we're not. It's hard to say if we will get another one soon. I mean, it's weird because I think it is popular. I think like most shows that they produce are popular enough to put over here. So I don't really see why people aren't grabbing on it. Maybe it's licenses, like maybe it's too expensive. I don't know. But yeah. Is actually one you want to say now, Tash?
Batum, I would like to see a release for that.
I was going to say
surprised there
Batum,
wasn't a release for that. I mean,
there is a release in America. Sentai Films
they
have
got
got
it on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
They seemed a bit quiet
And-
with that in that case.
No, I don't know if it's out now, but I know they definitely got licensed because, as you do, I follow anyone. It doesn't matter if you're in America or in the UK. I follow whatever licenses do it. 'Cause I'm sort of interested because, like, it is more likely for us to get something that has been in America first, rather than we get something completely off topic. So I sort of look at what everyone's getting, like Funimation in particular.
And Kaze France.
I don't know.
That just makes you want to cry.
Kaze France has got Kara no Kyokai.
What?
Yes, actually, no, that's no one. I thought, yeah, I want Kara no Kyokai out on Blu-ray. Why not?
Would you
Give
want
me
it
that
on DVD? I mean, so
and well,
Blu-ray.
No, I would have it on DVD if it's only on DVD, but you know, I would have it on Blu-ray. I didn't think about that. Kara no Kyokai. I mean, that's a we haven't finished that. We've got was it 3? Is it 3 more? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we've got 3 more.
But then
and
again,
we got...
don't you think it'd be quite risky to try it out? I mean, because the films
will be
aren't
risky.
in like the way they're shown. They aren't in a particular
But-
order, but it's based on how
but-
the.
Haru Suzumiya did alright like that. People love that shit. But I think if they were to license it, they should see how Fate Zero does first. I know it's like a completely different story, but because it's that animation and like it's sort of that sort of popularity as well. I think people who have watched Fate Zero, the majority of them have watched Kara no Kyokai. Because due to that, like I don't know if it's just me, but when I wanted to watch Kara no Kyokai, it was because after Fate Zero of the animation. I don't know if that influenced you to watch it. Tash.
Sorry. Say that again.
Like, what's the reason why you wanted to watch Kara no Kyokai? Was it because, like, after seeing Fate Zero, you wanted some of that animation again? That
Yeah, definitely.
Same sort of-
I mean, I wanted to also see what Ufotable could do as well, besides Fate Zero, because I don't think they've done many series from what I've.
they've done other series, but
nothing on that grand scale.
outstanding. Nah, I think maybe if you see how Fate Zero goes, might influence more people to have a look at what else the studio's done, and therefore maybe have more demand. I have seen people saying they want like when Manga UK and now it's Sword Art Online. People will say, "Oh, there's no Kara no Kyokai." I don't know why. It's like 1 or 2 people on Twitter said that. I was like, "Oh, okay, well, at least there's something there." But yeah,
Need some Mirai
I
Nikki
think
as well.
we do need Mario Nikki, but that's coming out in Funimation in September in America. See, I've got all this knowledge.
I don't understand why they hype some releases and they just ignore some other potential great ones. It's just
because I don't think Funimation. I think Funimation sort of equally do it all. Like whatever comes out recently, they'll put up on their Facebook group and like banner, change it all. So when Mario Nikki comes around, I think they'll have it like all Mario Nikki.
Yeah, they have Evangelion 3.0 at the moment, don't they?
yeah, that was their big
but
massive
at the moment,
announcement. So.
at the moment they have Black Lagoon OVA, which came out last 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, yeah.
In America,
Okay.
we've got licenses for it now, thankfully, because Black Lagoon's amazing. But what I'll say, Mariah Nicky, I was disappointed with the fact that Mariah Nicky's only got a DVD release and not a Blu-ray. I think with that demand, it is America as well, don't forget, so it's a big country. I think they should release a Blu-ray. I think there'll be a lot of sales in that part, wouldn't you think? Ben or Tash, I don't know, because I know Ben and Tash has watched Mariah Nicky.
I would love to see that in some Blu-ray goodness.
But the thing is, like, I don't see us... Well, actually, yeah, we could get it, because, like, as I said before, Dead Man Wonderland, they've only got a DVD, we've got the Blu-ray, we're getting the Blu-ray
I
in
mean,
September.
if Dead Man Wonderland also proves to be a good, big success as well, then I would see no problem of, like, getting Mariah Nicky. And I reckon Mariah Nicky could perhaps slip under the same case where we get a Blu-ray that America doesn't have.
Yeah, that's
There's
what I'm
potential
hoping
in that,
If-
so...
If I'm honest, I don't see Dead Man Wonderland doing that well, to be honest. I'm not really sure why, mainly because people have so many gripes with the ending, and it just feels sort
No,
of...
I think you got to look at it this way. Someone is just watching the anime. They don't care about what the manga... It's what I don't like as well. It's probably another topic another day, but people who say, it's that it didn't follow manga, but you don't even read the manga.
Yeah, I know
How
that.
would this, like...
How does this affect the fact that you just enjoyed
I don't
it?
like them people... Yeah, you got to look...
I know I enjoyed it, but it's just I feel people might be told that it's not good to the manga, and then people might get turned off.
But it doesn't matter, because if they bought it, they've bought it already.
Well, that is if they've already bought it.
Yeah, you better saying, like, people just will buy it. They'll hear, I did my one and I heard that's good. I'll buy that. Like, for me, I didn't know about this sort of ending until... Well, Attachment told me, actually, I think. I'm pretty sure you told me. I don't think I looked up on the internet or anything. I might have heard it on the video too, but I really wouldn't pay attention to that respect. Like, if I see it's good, like, I normally judge an anime, I know it's a bit silly, but on, like, my anime list scores, like, because if the majority like it, then there's a higher chance of me liking it. Not to say I will like it, but there's a chance, like, if the majority like it, then therefore there's a higher chance with, like, you see Boku no Pico, 4 point whatever, and it's, Boku no Pico, I'd like that on DVD, but I'm joking.
Well, I thought you were
but, you know,
serious. I was
I
agreeing.
don't know.
Ash was.
But yeah, that would be the
But
most
it just-
nichest of all releases. Go on.
Yeah. And I think also, like, if Dead Man Wonderland does well, I think Batum and obviously said Marinaki that would have a chance. I think survival games are really easy to sort of sell in any case. I think Battle Royale Live Action did pretty good as well in the sales. I think I'm making that up now. But how about you, Lewis? You got any sort of...
Okay, so the first one, I would like to see a Blu-ray release. Even though I don't watch Blu-rays, I just think it would be cool to have a Blu-ray of 5 centimeters per second. It
Yeah,
does
that
have
is-
a
Has a
Blu-ray,
Blu-ray.
but I don't think it's
Yeah, America, I think.
I literally went... Sorry, do you want to go?
Sorry, I was just going to say, I think 5 centimeters per second had a Blu-ray release in America, but only a DVD release.
and
hit.
Australia.
But
Yeah,
not in the UK.
no, it's so annoying because when I was on holiday, we stopped by in what's it called, Guernsey, and I thought I've been to Guernsey a few times. I just go around shops, whatever sort of thing. So there's HMV there, and it was like the recent price like cheaper than Amazon. It's really weird. Like it's like HMV are normally way more expensive. Like, but this one's like, so I picked up some few Blu-rays. I was like looking for 5 centimeters per second on Blu-ray. I was like asking the man. He's like, "No, we only have a DVD." I'm like, "What is going on?" And I'm like,
Oh, I remember you telling me about that actually.
and I was like,
That's
because
such a nice looking anime.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I was going to
Like,
say.
the story isn't necessarily like amazing, but it just looks really good.
I was going to say. I haven't seen 5 centimeters per second, but all I've heard about it is it looks amazing.
Yeah.
So I can understand why people would want that.
That's why I
Blu-ray.
want a Blu-ray, and I'm like, because I was in Guernsey, I know it's a British island, but their mobile internet is not the same as ours, and
You had to
therefore,
watch it like 240p.
no, I was saying, but I couldn't look up the fact there was no Blu-ray,
Oh, okay.
like, because otherwise, I was at that stop, and I was 20 minutes just looking round, like I was like, nah, mate, I'm gonna have another look. I was like, because the way they ordered it was Blu-rays from A to Z over here, and it was Blu-rays over here from A to Z. I'm like, what's going on? And I felt
Like, you could pause 5 centimeters per second at any point, and it would be wallpapered. Material. Like, you could just screenshot any point in the movie. So I don't know why either. Like, I know so many people would buy it. I don't know why they haven't. Must be.
It was some. I asked Man UK and said it's some license issue. But like, I need to do sort of like a movie week where I watch lots of movies. So I've got a backlog of movies on anime. I've got Paprika,
Yeah.
Lapita. Probably got
I still wanna
more.
pick up
Akira.
Akira,
Yeah, that's one I haven't watched. and I want to watch 5 centimeters per second, and I want to watch Evangelion 3.0. But they're very long movies. And oh yeah, speaking of films, I thought we'd mention it right now. Wolf Children it's been announced that they got a Blu-ray release this week. I think it's this week or maybe last week. And I just love The Galactic Time and Star Wars, and it's the same director, and it's his best one. So
Jamie, I thought you were going to say they need to pick up the Hunter x Hunter movie, and I was like, wait for him to get the series.
yeah, no, but like apparently Wolf Children's the best one, and like the dubs for both The Galactic Time and Star Wars are really good. So I'm hoping they won't mess up on this dub, and I was literally why I'm waiting. Because I would have, let's be honest, I'd have legally downloaded it, but I bought it after. But I was waiting for the dub to come out because I really like the dubs for the 2 movies, so I thought, yeah, why not? I'll wait for it, and it's coming out a bit this year. I think is it December or November? I can't remember. It's either December or November, so only a few months away to watch it. But anyways, Ben, you've been a bit awfully quiet. You got any?
Oh, hello there. Yes, I'm here. I got a list like Tash, but I'll just mention one at the moment. Just to get out of the way with, you all know me, I'm a big fan of GTO, so even though there's a re-release in North America this year, and I even have the Region 1 box sets anyway, so it doesn't particularly bother me, but I would love to have a Region 2 versions of a DVD, and I guess you guys would prefer Region 2 than importing it, and getting the fans to actually buy it here for fans who haven't actually seen GTO, because it's a must-watch.
Well, that's the problem with like Region 1 stuff. Like, I have a few Region 1 DVDs, but the thing where I see it, like, what happens if it all goes to Blu-ray, say, like, you don't have any DVD players, you have Blu-ray players, but they also can play DVDs, and they can't be, like, region unlocked. So you've got these DVDs here that you can never rewatch, sort of thing. And that's why, like, good job Gurren Lagann's coming out on Blu-ray, because I still have Region 1 collection, which I got really cheap. That's the thing with like some stuff. Like I got Region 1. The reason why I bought them cheaper sometimes because the reason why I bought Region 1 because they were cheaper, like quite a considerable amount cheaper, and it was also before the release date.
I really dodged a bullet with the Gurren Lagann Blu-rays because I was going to import the extremely expensive.
Yeah,
Japanese
but
one.
if you look at it this way, you have it first, and also it's a big, gigantic collection thing.
And then imagine it comes out and this.
If it just comes out here, same whole thing for 25 quid, then yeah. You'll be fucked, mate.
With importing, it was that reason that they were just not released here. But I've actually been put off import. I haven't imported a series for a long time now because eventually, and if you do have the patience, such as One Piece, it will actually come here, and they do. Only like some off my top of my head, which have never actually been released here. Like I can't remember the full title. The day after the day, something tomorrow is I don't know. That was a 12-episode series, and
the day after tomorrow.
Something.
What was it? About Tokyo Magnitude. That's another one.
Tokyo Magnitude. I've been put on hold, but I think I should actually pick that up because I believe that's Region 3. It really depends with which company does it. Obviously.
Oh yeah, if it's Region 3 Blu-ray site, I'd probably be inclined.
Well,
to buy
that's the thing. See, a lot of companies now have which have released a lot of Blu-rays, and I'll just mention another one I want anyway. Usagi Drop. That's another one I want, and I believe the Blu-ray is Region 3. But if you just ask someone who's purchased it, it'll just say A on it.
Yeah,
they don't
because that's
say
with another. Because I was looking up, I was thinking maybe it's a bit expensive at the moment, so I might wait. But I looked on the back of it; it just say Region A, but it's been confirmed that's Region 3. Region B as well.
And Hanasaka Urawa
and Cowboy Bebop over here actually.
Yeah, they made a mistake.
Region 3.
Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop.
Part 1 only, so don't bother buying it really if you want to.
Only the first batch or the first run of release because they're going to correct that. But GTO and Usagi dropped for. I don't care about Blu-ray for GTO.
I don't think you'll see that.
If it is,
if they're released in Japan, then maybe. But I don't think they would remaster.
No, but to be honest, I'm not too fussy. If it's a DVD, I'll buy it. If it's Blu-ray, I'll buy it. So, first two off my list: GTO and Usagi Drop. Please get released over here.
Okay, I think we're back to me again, and I've sort of mentioned a few, but that's really annoying. Oh, I know. I don't think we've ever had this released. I know it's been released in America at least. I'm not too sure if it's been released here. I might be wrong with saying this, but I don't think it has. Which is Monster. Now, there's been a lot of demand, especially with Anime Limited. Like just after Cowboy Bebop, when they had another announcement, which I believe it turned out to be Outlaw Star. People were saying, "Get Monster, get Monster, get Monster." There's a lot of demand for this. I don't know why no one's picked it up yet. And I watched it. It's great.
It has been picked up. Just a quick history. Viz Media picked it up, and they released it as like they did with a Naruto box set. So I think it's 13 episodes in the first box set, and that's pretty much it. They didn't release the other box sets because they didn't sell well.
Yeah.
So it's a shame, really. Yeah, because I was going to pick it up.
Was this over here?
No, in Region 1.
Oh yeah. I knew America at least had it because there was some sort of dub.
Oh yeah, but
I think they dubbed it all though, actually.
If it did bad in America, it doesn't look good for us.
That's the thing. Then, like, I'm pretty sure they dubbed the whole. I'm not too sure. I can't really say that, but I'm sure they dubbed the whole thing. But anyways, that's the thing. Like, maybe Anime Limited are scared about the fact that it happened before, and it hasn't really got good. I mean, even though people say on the website, that's only like what a few thousand, whereas like it's 70 million in the UK. Let's be fair. Or not everyone watches anime, obviously, but you know, in comparison, it's very small. But I would like Monster. I mean, I wouldn't like it straight away because I've only watched it recently, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's like.
Well, I'm currently reading it, so I wouldn't, But if it came out, I'll definitely pick it up. Like you.
Yeah, I think I'll quickly mention also Neon Genesis Evangelion. I think as a city series, why it's not picked up again, especially with all of rebuild movies like selling well, like extremely well, like both 1 and 2. I think it's easily there to be like, look, this is the original series. I prefer it to the rebuild series at the moment, but I still watch the rebuild series. But I just think there's a lot to be built on. You also, if you do the End of Evangelion, even what's it called, Rebirth. I know they're crap movies and that, but I think they're still sell. You like have them all in one package. Like say for 40 odd quid, like you get the whole series, you get all the movies and everything with it. I think that's something there that Manga UK should. Well, I think Manga UK should get because they've released rebuild ones. I think it's silly not to do it. I mean, I don't see how people can go into the rebuild movies without watching the original series because it can be seen as a sequel in some cases with that sort of references to something. And it's really hard to put what rebuild is. There's no confirmation if it's a retelling or it's actually like just sort of retelling and a bit of retelling, but it's actually a sequel. It's really hard to place on that. And I think people are put off by older series now. Actually, I mean, obviously now Cowboy Bebop and Outlaw Star are announced and Cowboy Bebop's being released. But as a whole, I don't really see many old series, and One Piece actually, but that's sort of newish, but it's still ongoing. But older series, we don't really see much of like being licensed now. Because there's a lot of there's a lot of older series, like I'm talking about like the late 90s to be there.
Yeah.
And I just think, I don't know if people are scared of older series, or is it just because there's not enough fans, there's not enough audience for
I'm wondering
that
why they haven't gone Sailor Moon, because I remember that was quite popular back in the day, to some extent.
It wasn't... But it's like, you might as well say, why haven't they got Pokemon in that respect, really?
Yeah, it's...
I think they recently did get Digimon like a year ago, I think. Like someone.
That's in America, yeah.
The thing with Sailor Moon is, I mean, they could release it with the dub that it had, but they would have to resub everything and get the, original licensing.
That's the thing, because like Digimon and... Let's go Digimon, Sailor Moon. Pokemon, everyone plays the game, but I don't think anyone actually wants to rewatch Pokemon, to be honest. So it's a load... Well, yeah, hey man. But like it's like One Piece almost. Like you wouldn't once you watched it, you wouldn't really want to rewatch it. I know we get on DVD, but it's just nice. I think DVD is more a collection at the moment because obviously we've still got this anime we're watching. You don't have time to watch all of One Piece again. But it's just it's too long and there's not enough fans there. Like if you go to expos, there's no one really. Well, I do see some in America cosplaying Sailor Moon. And I mean, people are all for the remake of Sailor Moon, which I think maybe perhaps they should license that if it does well.
That will probably get licensed.
If it does well, at least. Mm-hmm. I mean, there are some sort of fans, but you don't see enough. You got to look at it from their perspective. If it will sell, license it. Unless it's like extremely expensive, then don't license it. I think you just got to look at it that way. I mean, Sailor Moon, I really can't see it selling. To be honest, I think it's just a bit too old. And myself, I don't know if I can't remember too much about it anymore. I used to sort of like it. I was quite fond of it, but no, I wasn't wowed by it. I wasn't like I prefer Dragon Ball Z over it.
Oh wow! Someone mentioned Dragon Ball and it wasn't me.
Yeah, well, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's hard not to when you talk about watching.
Speaking of that, we need Dragon Ball Kai over here.
No, they're gonna wait a while though, aren't they? Because they're not gonna release all the Orange Bricks and go Dragon Ball Kai.
Well, if you're Funimation, sorry, Rock for Dragon, by the way, came out this week.
Oh yeah, screw that.
But no, I don't think Dragon Ball Kai wouldn't sell here very well because people are like, what's this? It's like the reason why Dragon Ball Z was selling really well was because the fact that it wasn't just anime fans buying it. It was people who were like, oh, Dragon Ball Z, I remember this as a kid. I'll buy this. I've rewatched it, sort of thing.
And that is how we got our One Piece.
Yeah, but on the topic of Dragon Ball, let me just say my one thing is they need to do the original series.
Yeah.
I don't think there's demand for that. I really don't. I think people are focused.
I mean,
it's just you though. It's literally you're the only person I know that really wants the Dragon Ball series. Whereas, like, if you look at the bigger audience, they want like Dragon Ball Z. I really wouldn't. Okay, maybe some movies as well to go with it. That'd be quite good.
It really, like I said in my rant video, I'm just going to touch on this briefly. But
I'll
it really
plug
annoys
in
me.
here.
It really annoys me that Dragon Ball Z got the popularity because I mean it's the same concept. Imagine if Manga UK would only release Naruto Shippuden.
Alright, okay, we get it. Yeah.
You know. Anyway, yeah, if you want more of that, you can look at my 15-minute long video on my
Well,
channel.
I go in a complete discussion about this because most of the audience prefers Shippuden, and I am one of the people who actually prefer Naruto. I think actually I can speak on Tash.
But the thing is, I understand about what Caleb's saying. After releasing Dragon Ball Z, I would be surprised if they did not release Dragon Ball, you know, after a short while, like they did with in North America. They released the Orange Brick sets, then they released the original Dragon Ball. So if they did well, I take a chance, I say.
But did they do well? That's the thing.
We'll have to
yeah,
see.
the Orange Bricks.
No. The Dragon Ball releases in over America.
I'm not too sure. I don't look up sales figures.
I think they did pretty well because I mean they're the only way you can get it at the moment. So
yeah, I know, but it's like
not like Dragon Ball Z when
if you look at people's collections, there's more Dragon Ball Z than Dragon Ball, and that's the thing. Like as a kid, that's what you got to look about. Like people watch Dragon Ball Z more than Dragon Ball as a kid in general. Like me as a kid, I didn't really enjoy Dragon Ball that much because I'm like, where's the poweredness? That's what I want. I don't want any actual legit fighting. I want the superpowers. I want the big kabooms. I want the big shonenness.
I think we should come back to this question after Season 9 has been released and see how well manga you
No, I know for a fact that each season's been like sort of top in the charts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Dragon Ball Z and then sort of One Piece, like 20,000 cells behind it.
I just recommend all the Dragon Ball tards just to pester Manga UK and they'll probably get it.
The only problem with it is Toei.
Toei.
Now the thing is though, I'm saying it for the benefit of other people, but even if it was to happen, I'd probably hold off waiting for Dragon Boxes from Funimation. To be honest, I mean to be fair, there's nothing wrong with the Blue Bricks, but if Funimation were to do a Dragon Box, and it's my favourite series, I'd want the most like luxury release I can get.
I'd rather have them just have no issues with the release whatsoever. I mean, there's always one thing. Because
to be honest with the Blue Bricks, they are very slightly zoomed in, but only slightly. It's like nothing.
Oh well, I'm not buying that then.
Oh really? It's not like widescreen.
I didn't even know that. Now they told me that.
But I was thinking, like, it's still the Dragon Ball box sets come over here. I think that the Dragon Ball Z movies will come over here, perhaps first.
I prefer that.
To be fair, because there are 3 movie 4-packs that are out, and it wouldn't be too hard for them to just slap those into power.
I think they should do it in that respect, not one by one. I think it's a bit silly. Like it's 13 movies. And
there was something really silly about that release, though, and that's get this right. The movies are meant to be seen in widescreen because they're in the cinema.
But then
the movies are in 4:3.
Well, hopefully, if we do get over it, that'll be fixed. But what do you say?
The lessons here: just don't buy any Dragon Ball until they fix it, whichever that may be 20 years down the line. But anyway.
Okay, Lewis, let's go on to you haven't spoken much.
I'm going to say Eureka 7, like I do with every other topic.
Well, not as bad as Dragon Ball, but yeah.
Well, Eureka 7 the original series could do with some new DVDs or a Blu-ray or something.
All
they've got the volumes, which are annoying because nobody likes to buy 10
there's so many. That's ridiculous. I think they're doing it less now, but with UAK 7 and Full Metal, the original series, there's so many parts. It was like it was literally
12.
It was like
for the UAK 7.
It was like a Japanese release.
Volumes. Yeah.
Like how they need to do it.
If you want to buy the Anime Legends,
I have one half.
Out of, like,
I've got the second half of it. It's ridiculous.
This part 2's like
35.
It's like 30 quid. But
Well,
part
it's not
1
cheap, but
is like 100 quid new. So I mean, I'll have it one day, but I'll have to save up. And
or just
the
get
new
pre-owned.
series, UAK 7 AO.
That is licensed by
Blu-rays.
Mega UK.
Yeah, it's out in the US.
It is the
Well, I
US,
think it's
but
out in the US.
yeah, it is,
but
and we're getting it some
Yeah,
point
it
on
could-
and
yeah,
on
I'd like to
Blu-ray.
see that.
It's getting on Blu-ray.
yeah,
It's coming over here, so
I'd
don't
like
worry
to
about
see
that.
I think that's a 2-parter as well. They're not. So
Yeah,
pretty good,
it's
but-
30 episodes each. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it, and I think
Yeah, it was.
You were
It
bashing
was
it
pretty
too
good
much.
looking as well. It had
Yeah.
some pretty good visuals, so I wouldn't mind getting
and
it.
it's good action scenes. What I
Blu-ray or
enjoyed
something,
about
yeah.
it.
Or just anything really released from UAK 7. I'd like.
Yeah, I mean
the
we've
volumes
got
are
the
nice.
movie on Blu-ray, which is still
Yeah.
available. I believe since I think it's out of
I
print.
think that's pretty cheap as well. You can probably
Yeah,
pick
like
that up for,
£5.
like,
The Blu-ray is £5, I think. We just
Gotcha.
But yeah, I don't think the original series will be out on Blu-ray because I don't even think it's in 4x3 actually.
I think because what is it, 2000 and I don't know,
Three?
early 2000s it came out.
Yeah, it was. I think so. I don't see. It could happen, but I don't think it's a Japanese release of it in Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And so I really wouldn't see it happening. And let me just tell you,
I can
that
dream,
it came out in
I can
it came out in 2005. So I think that's sort of the era of them changing to widescreen.
Yeah.
Because anime took its time to change into widescreen, which is really weird. Because like, especially with One Piece, when I was watching it, it took quite a while. It has like late 2006 when it like went to widescreen.
Yeah.
I think everything went to widescreen when the digital area came as well.
Yeah, but it's a bit like anime's a bit slower. I think I could be saying could be a bit wrong.
Well, YouTube didn't even go till widescreen until like 2009 or whatever.
It's not ridiculous like that. Which is, but I think for UAK 7, whilst probably the later episodes were in the age of widescreen, I think because it's only a 50 episode series, is that you might as well have it all 4x3 to match up. I mean, it's not like a big series. Well, it's quite big actually. 50 is quite big. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just making this all up, to be honest. I'm just sort of hazarding to guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd like anything that they release. Really, I'd like, even if it was just like the Blu-rays of the sequel series.
Yeah, I can tell you now that it's getting Blu-rays and DVDs. So
yeah,
over here, as well as in America. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like I have got one box there, but it's like it's hard to find. Like I know it's 35 quid, but I picked that for like 20-25 when it was out of print actually in Forbidden Planet.
Yeah,
so
well, that's the Anime Legends one. The Anime Legends stuff's always pretty expensive.
Yeah, I mean I have like old Code Geass box. It's not Anime Legends. It's the Bez ones, the little individual ones for 13 episodes each, and that's expensive as well. Even though the Blazer Blu-ray release, but like obviously you can't go on it. But like Amazon are selling it for so much. The second sellers are selling it for so much. Because I don't know why. It's out of print, sure, but as Blu-ray releases, surely that counts as something, but apparently not. Because it's collectible.
They're good collector's things to have, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're into that.
I mean, I don't see the point in like collecting different ones where you can easily get a better version of it if it's available for cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so many Blu-ray releases that I want on so many DVD releases that I want on Blu-ray. That like America has, like America's got Samurai Champloo, they got Baccano, they got Durara, they got Soul Eater, they got what else they got? I mean, I know Tash wants the World Only God Knows on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I crave it.
For example,
yeah.
we're getting Anoxis finally on Blu-ray. We did get the actually that's a good question. How do you feel about subs only releases? Like how we had Anoxis, for example.
If the dub already exists, it's kind of annoying, and the dub's good, but there's a lot of the time I don't mind, especially if it's something seasonal that I watched in Japanese.
Well, they're all sort of seasonal.
Doesn't really phase
at one point.
I don't really care then. Yeah,
I'm a subs guy. So.
No, but it's like, for example, Anoxis, that came over here when it was being dubbed, not released dubbed, but being dubbed at a point. And I thought that's kind of annoying to some fans because like. I literally saw one couple. They picked up Anoxis and they saw it wasn't dubbed and they put it down. And I think it's a shame in one
It's going to be
respect
strange
because
because like the Blu-ray's going to have the dub, but the DVD isn't.
yeah, I think it's a sort of a piss take, to be honest. Really, I think not everyone has a Blu-ray thing. I mean, like people do like dubs. Funimation dubs are quite good, and that Alex is Funimation. I've heard the dubs alright. It's bearable.
I'm a fan of dubs over
I know.
subs.
I'm just lazy now. I actually I'm watching Dark and Black in dub, and actually really good dub. Like it's actually really good. Anything Funimation does is a good dub.
Oh,
What?
all right, mate. Oh yeah, any of the new stuff. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, oh yeah, sorry, yeah, it's new stuff. Of course, old stuff like that's a bit iffy.
Yeah.
Because any old dub, apart from Bebop, is a
Yeah.
bit iffy. But like Funimation did a superb job on like Dark and Black, Hellsing. I believe I did back in there.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but like I think the more dubs we get, the more easier it is to bring people into anime as well. Like, the better dubs there are. You know, we got America's got Neon Alley. Yes, you know, I want Neon Alley over here. I wouldn't mind watching something like K, Fate Zero, Axel World in dub on my PS3 online, whatever. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I'd want Axel World out on DVD actually. That's another series, or Blu-ray even. I mean, it's quite a good series. Again, well, I don't know if I want anything else. We're getting Fooly Cooly on Blu-ray finally, which is good actually, because we've had it for DVD out for a long time, and it's 6 OVAs, and it's something like 20 odd quid. It's ridiculous. It's like 120 minutes or whatever it is, 2 hours for like 20 quid. Where I can buy a whole series for that much. But we're getting it on Blu-ray anyway. Hopefully it's going to be around about the same price or a bit cheaper. But I don't like what I'm really waiting for, release-wise, is the last 2 OVAs of Hellsing Ultimate. Whilst I did watch it in sub, it didn't feel the same as the dub. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I really loved the dub for that. That was a great dub. But apart from that, I would like sort of Kino's Journey. I know that was released here, but it's been out of print. I want that. I'm just going through it quickly. I don't really see anything else, to be fair. I think that's about it. Apart from stuff coming out on Blu-rays, Bats out on DVD. Perhaps you have
I'm
to
surprised
on Blu-ray.
you haven't said Hitman Reborn.
Hitman Reborn.
I know
I
Hitman Reborn is the
would
least
want
likely that will actually come out on DVD.
To be fair, if I could say what would I like now, if I was asked now, what do I have, One Piece or Hitman Reborn on DVD, I would say Hitman Reborn, mainly because I'm still reading One Piece. I don't really. They keep referring to the past in One Piece, you know, not always, but like some cases it does. I know, majority. Hitman Reborn, it's sort of, whilst the good bits are still in my memory, like I still want to go over it and enjoy that again. And I think the only problem with Hitman Reborn is that I don't know what's happened with it. There's like no dub at all. There's no one caring for it. I mean, sub only wouldn't work over here. It's too long of a series. No one would get interested unless they're a fan already, which I don't know how many people. I know there's quite a few fans. There used to be when it was actually airing over here. I used to see a lot of cosplayers at Expo, like my first Expo or so. But now I see like 1 or 2 of Hitman Reborn. But that needs to be dubbed even, to get a release, because any long series needs to get dubbed.
Like shonens and stuff.
Yeah. I think it's silly not to dub them even, I keep saying that, because it's just, there's that potential there to drag in even more people in to shonen, people like shonen. And I just think we can't release a long shonen series without a dub.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, Hitman Reborn has the opportunity to even go on TV in daytime. No one dies in it. If you think they die, okay, I'm gonna spoil it right now. If you think they die, don't worry, they come back.
Yeah.
It's like even a fucking bad guy dies, comes back, and no blood. Wait, I'm pretty sure, Tash, there was no blood at all, wasn't there, in Hitman Reborn?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I think at best you just see some.
There was in the manga.
Like...
There was in the manga though. But it's saying Fairy Tail. There's no blood in the series, but there is. Fairy Tail and Hitman Reborn are very similar.
They would have the same
but
audience, I would say.
Yeah,
Minus the
I
fan
would
service
kinda.
for Hitman Reborn.
Yeah, I mean, Hitman Reborn is a bit more kawaii at points when. I mean, like if you look at this, a lot like Fairy Tail's got the cats, Happy, Chandler, and Panther, or Lily even. And whereas we've got like, or Hitman, yeah, they've got babies and they've got Lambo. Well, Lambo is a baby. Yeah, they got babies, but you know the Korea, I can't remember what it's called. But I think it was a waste that they haven't gone into this. It's not too late. I don't think it will ever be too late to bring it back, because if no one's really seen it, Funimation or someone could take a chance and dub it.
I really do
and
think
see how it goes.
Is, a chance for him and want to.
Yeah, if they promote it right, if they do a good job with the dub, I think there's a chance, because it's all died down now. It's been just under a year since the manga's finished. I think it finished in October, probably a bit around that time anyway. So it's still fresh in people's memories, but people who haven't heard of it, it's going to be a bit hard to introduce. But I'm sure if they do advertising, adverts, trailers for it, you know, you could get somewhere with it. But I think that's all for me with anime releases on DVD and Blu-ray. If anyone wants to do that sort of whatever, go go ahead.
There's Beelzebub. I want that. Want Bimbo Gamiga, Bento, and want to see The Money of Soul and Possibility Control. Want to see Cubed, and I would also like Daylights of High School Boys, but I reckon that will be coming here pretty soon. Kid called Tentai Inaba. You know, I know Jamie likes that. And there was this other one that keeps slipping up my mind, Durara. I haven't really heard of a DVD or Blu-ray release for that.
There was a DVD released by Bez. And I'm pretty sure, even though it's out of print, I keep saying Bez, but even though it's out of print, I'll check right now. But I said it as before, like, because I know they have a DVD release, but I would like a Blu-ray release as well. I'm pretty sure it's still quite cheap, to be fair. The parts, I think it's like 4 parts and about £10 each. Oh, but Volume 1 isn't there. So it's, I saw it quite at a decent price at Expo, like Reason Expo. But yeah, we should have some sort of relicense of Durara, preferably, because I know America's got this lunchbox thing, it's like $100 or something for the Blu-rays and random other crap.
Lunchbox.
Yeah, it's a lunchbox. It's weird, but that's the only way you can get Blu-rays, like with the English dub and the sub. And it's just like we should get that, really. But I don't think it'd be a big priority for me personally, but I would like to see it.
For me, I mostly want to get. Do you have something to add to what you were saying there? Sorry.
I'll also add to what you mentioned about Bento and Koto Tente Inaba. I think they're a bit, the way they're perceived, the way they're given too much in the Japanese culture, and I think, I'm not trying to be racist, but I think people perceive it wrong, and like it's too weird for them, like a goat, you know, being a villain, Bento fighting over lunches, like not just lunch, but they're Bento, they're Japanese style lunches, and like it could sell well. I'm not saying it couldn't, but for many anime fans, I don't want to be big-headed. I don't want to be big-headed, but
Gintama kind of falls into that category as well, because it resonates really well in Japan, and in the West it doesn't do that too great, but I think it does well enough to get its own DVD release, at the very least.
It's DVD released in America, but I don't think they're doing it that often. And on Crunchyroll, you don't see it at the top.
I don't think apparently they've never done a release for the series on DVD, just the film.
No, not here. But in America, they have done box sets in America.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen people unbox it. I've seen that haul, people who buy like quite a few things. Gintama was there, but I'm pretty sure they haven't done one for a while though. But yeah, I think if we got to release it, I would perhaps pick it up just to watch it as it comes out on DVD. Because I know it's all on Crunchyroll, but I don't know. I'm really bad at just watching stuff in general. But whilst having a DVD of something I haven't watched, well, I say that and I've got a few backlog, but it makes me watch it more than say it's on Crunchyroll because I've bought it. I should watch it because I bought it, sort of thing. So I'll probably pick it up if it does come. You know, I haven't seen it. But yeah, that's all for me. What I've said on your stuff, unless you got anything more.
Some more stuff. Definitely need Kuroko's No Basketball. I reckon that has some potential to actually sway I think casual people that just like see it there, like in the shops.
No, I see a lot of Kuroko no Basket cosplayers now. I saw some at Hyper Japan, like quite a few. The majority were. I speak for Friday because I know Saturday, for instance, that there was a lot of Attack on Titan cosplayers, but there's a lot of cosplayers all around Kuroko no Basket. So just by that judgment, it could work. It could work. I think it could work.
It has potential success there. I mean, I think it can also be one of those animes that could sway some people to getting into it. Like, I mean, it's about basketball, and then people will see that straight away in the cover.
Yeah, it's a bit hit and miss sports ones there, I think.
I think people can take a risk on that at the very least.
And can I have a guess on what else you're going to say, actually? It just came to my mind, I should mention it as well. You say about Magi. You say Magi.
I'm not sure, but I reckon Magi would be a good success, actually. It would do very well.
I think it'd be equal or more than Anarchist.
I think it'd perhaps be more, because some people that are into Naruto would perhaps give it a check.
It's hard to... I think they've given a dub on Neon... I'm not sure. I think Neon and Ali has Magi. They do have Magi, so it is getting a dub. But I think it would either sell better or equal with Anoxys, because the thing is, with Anoxys, it came out in subtitles only first, and so people were like iffy on it. And I'm not sure how they would perceive the Blu-rays as well. But if Mangi K do get it, or someone else gets it, not even just Mangi K, it'll probably sell better over here at least, because the way it was sold over here was a bit not very well done, to be fair, for everyone. I just think anyway, I think it's a bit silly releasing something without dubs. In general, unless it's something really good that you know will sell really well. I mean, I know people like Anoxys, but dubs are really important with DVDs, I think.
Personally, yeah, I can see where it comes from a standpoint of actually selling DVDs, but personally, I only really mind if I know that show already has a dub and it's a good dub. For example, if like the B1 Blu-ray release, so like, oh yeah, there's no dub, I'll be like, nope. But
yeah, but I'm saying like sell wise, like if you look at the sales, like. I see men. I don't know if they said to me that, I don't know. I've heard somewhere, I don't know where, that it wasn't doing that great the sales wise, and that I saw Blu-rays go on sale and whatnot because it wasn't selling. Well, you know why it's not selling, because there's no dub on it. Like the majority of people I know see in shops would buy something and watch it in English. I think I don't really know, but it was just at one time when they put it down because it had no dub. I mean, dubs are important, no matter if the bad or good.
Yeah.
So, but Funimation do a good job generally now, anyway. So, I just think it was a shame. Like, they could have waited a bit longer and had these video releases released later than the DVD releases, but not this late, because it's been like every year now. I don't know. I mean, I still appreciate Mangi K for releasing Anoxys without dub. I think that's a brave decision. I watch sub for the majority still, and I'll definitely pick up Anoxys on Blu-ray and still watch it in sub, even though we'll have a dub on the Blu-ray. But I think, I've gone a bit too much on that. What was that? Tash, you got any more to say? Or?
Just two more, and then I'll just leave it there, because I could go on all day. Psycho Pass, I would really love to get that on Blu-ray. I mean, I really adored that series. It's one of my favourite sci-fi anime series.
You should remind me. I would want that, even though I haven't watched it. But I know it's quite good. I know it's good. But you just remind me of something. Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. Mangi K was saying about a Blu-ray release, but never officially announced it. And I would love to have that on Blu-ray, because I would want to buy the DVDs, but knowing that there's a possibility of it coming out on Blu-ray, I'm still waiting. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of waiting to see if the Blu-rays will come. I don't want to buy, spend 30 quid on both seasons just to find out a month later that, Blu-rays. Oh, that's brilliant. Just bought the DVDs. So I might tweet them now or whatever to see what's happening. But yeah, what was your last series you got to say?
Last one, I think I mentioned two in one go. Actually no. Sakura. So I mean, I reckon that would resonate well with some of the Toradora lovers out there that actually really liked that series.
Toradora, another one actually.
What was it? Doesn't that have a? I'm pretty sure that was released on Blu-ray. In America.
It only is in Australia, sub only. There's no dub for it, and it's not released in America. And it needs release, really. Toradora is really popular, and
that's like number 13 popularity.
It's disgustingly popular. I don't understand if it's licensing issues. If it's licensing issues, fair enough, but surely it's not, because Australia have it, and not in America have it.
Australia have an issue, Joe, as well.
Australia have a lot of things, to be fair. But I think something on Toradora base, like popularity wise, I don't see why we don't all have it. Why it's not all there. I mean, I like Toradora. I don't really like romance stuff. I like Toradora.
Yeah, I'd buy it, but I wouldn't put it in my collection, just in case someone came round. It's like, no, that's not mine. That's my sister.
Oh yeah, I guess the way it's perceived. I don't know. Depends how to do the box set, I guess. But I don't really mind. I mean, I don't think I have anything embarrassing. Well, actually, I have Madoka Magica, which could be looked at the wrong way if you're from a neutral standpoint.
Oh yeah, I guess.
But apart from that, I don't have anything outstanding. I mean, I've got quite a big collection. I don't never notice it.
I think the one thing everyone that they're missing is To Love Ru, because Monster To Love Ru and To Love Ru Darkness would sell like hotcakes on Blu-ray.
I don't think they will actually. I think that's I know sex sells, but
I don't think it would sell it over here though. When you think about it, I mean, in Japan,
I don't think it will.
Over here.
Japan,
people
yeah,
would be
but
too.
I think because it's the culture base. I think not only that, but like, say if it did come out, would you be too scared to buy it because of what other people think?
Not really.
No,
I just see
I have it anyway. I bought it region one.
I probably get it, but I can understand from other people's point of view that if you got like a big chick on the front with like tits, and someone actually wants to watch it, and actually just all this,
Don't mind.
With tits,
fan
or-
Don't
service.
mind.
You know,
Don't
someone
mind.
that doesn't know about anime and doesn't
Yeah.
know that that's kind of like a normal thing.
Yeah, exactly.
What have you
Like,
got there?
I was like,
Well, this is a different topic altogether, you know, showing...
yeah,
oh,
but it's,
look,
it's,
look at
it's
this.
all. No, every time my mum walks in and we watch an anime, it's all good scene. Like today, I was watching Dark and Black again, finally, you know, and he was lying down on her, and she was earwaxing his ears. I'm like, that's fucking random.
it wasn't as bad as what you
I-
did
I-
with Code Geass though.
Oh, Code Geass, I escaped that barely
You
though.
left it on pause on that
Wait,
very
what scene in Code
frame.
Geass?
Huh?
Oh,
Oh.
or is it a spoiler scene?
No, it's just with her tits out.
And she was just. How long did you leave it on there for?
Oh, the red-haired one.
No, the grey-haired
Red
one,
yeah.
the silver-haired one, with who she's like mixed. Well, is she mixed?
I think she's mixed, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, right, yeah, the teacher person.
Yeah, that person. But yeah, I had that on, but I was lucky with escaping that. It was just full on nude, but anyway,
That's why you watch on the Xbox, because you can press the middle button and then a little pop-up. Advantages of the Xbox. That
I guess, yeah, but
I guess the PS4 or PS3 can do that, can they not?
I still need to
Thing up.
I still need to rewatch Code Geass. I've got part 1 Blu-ray. I've got starting to rewatch as well. Got everything to rewatch.
Just
Great.
press stop at that scene, so if you have to leave it.
Yeah, I think I'll stop it. I think I'll go to my dad's house, watch it on the projector, stop on that scene, leave it on for the rest of the day. See what happens. Yeah, if anyone notices. But I don't know. I think them sort of scenes I'm very unlucky with. But I think my mum doesn't really give a shit. But she sort of thinks this is sort of stuff you watch. You know.
Anyway.
But has anyone else got anything to shoot?
Yes.
Ben, okay, Ben.
Last one. Right. If I'll just quickly mention him, like Tash said. Chihaya Furu, which I don't see coming here because of the Japanese culture from it, but it'll be awesome if it was released in... I don't think it's being confirmed for North America yet, and if it does and it's region free, I'll definitely pick it up. But it'll be awesome to see it released here, but I highly see that coming. Card Captor Sakura, that's been re-released in Australia for a year now, I believe, and still not really re-released in North America. That's been discontinued, and it's very expensive to pick up those two box sets. I have tweeted to Manga UK about it, like, oh look, this has been released in Australia, can't you pick it up? Even though I guess I could import it from Australia, but I would rather just get a region 2 one. A huge Card Captor Sakura fan, and I would love to pick up finally the legit box set, because years ago I bought a bootleg by accident, which I didn't know at the time, obviously. So it's just those two main ones, really. I don't know if you want to touch upon that, Jamie, but the one, like you said, with Hunter x Hunter, I don't see that coming out until the dub comes out, and with my favourite shonen at the moment, which is obviously Detective Conan, even though it was released in North America for 5 seasons-ish, up to 130 episodes were dubbed, and then Funimation just stopped it, cancelled it. I don't know the reasons. It would be awesome to see it getting re-released or carrying on being dubbed. I'm guessing they stopped because of the poor sales or whatnot. So it's very likely to see that ever getting more of a release. But I can't see that getting released here, no way, unless they're going to carry on dubbing it, because as you said earlier in the other mentions of anime, that sub only is a no-go really with most series, especially shonen, like you said. So those three would be awesome. Highly, out of those three, definitely Cardcaptor Sakura, then Chihayafuru. But I can only dream for Detective Conan, aka Case Closed, if you didn't know what that was. Yeah. So those are the three.
I'll touch upon like them actually. Cool. The Cardcaptor Sakura bit, I think, is in the same sort of case as Sailor Moon, where it's. I don't like personally. I never watched it, and I think there's a lot of people who haven't watched it. And I think because of that, and because it's never really it did age well actually.
It's got a big fan base. I can tell you that.
It has.
And it released quite well, but it's just unfortunately got discontinued. The makers of the DVDs. I can't remember Pioneer Gen or whatever in North America. So as soon as those got discontinued, obviously the prices skyrocketed.
Yeah, I mean, and with Chihayafuru, it's hard to say. I think they should release it at least in the North America, and perhaps just on DVD only. If it's a weird one. I haven't watched it myself, but I know it's Japanese culture, but it's based on is it card game or just a game?
Yeah, card game. Yeah.
And it's just a bit, if you got to know a bit about it, sort of as well.
I think it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to translate that as well.
It's one of them series. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's been licensed that's similar to that. But I think the popularity is kind of there actually. So I think DVD may perhaps be another Blu-ray releases as well. I mean, when season 1 air? Was that last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Even.
It's been a while.
I mean, I think they should dub it and see what happens. I mean, it's 25 episodes.
Hopefully get dubbed. Yeah, 25 episodes, season 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean
25, 24, 25. Yeah. And hopefully a season 3 as well. And there's an OVA coming out this year.
Yeah, OVA next. Is it next season?
Yeah, believe so. Yeah. At the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing it. But I will say, I know you don't like you don't personally watch dubs, but I think if you want, say for your series, I think your series needs one of your favourite series.
Oh yeah, I
dubbed
definitely recommend.
Just because it helps the sales. That's why I do it. Like, if it doesn't help the sales, I wouldn't do it. It's just silly. But anything that sells well has a dub. Like like Black Rock Shooter, that hasn't got a dub, and that's not even a good series to be honest.
I'm surprised that got a release along with Blood Sea.
Yeah, I was.
Blood Sea, I was definitely most shocked with.
Let's not get into that too much because you might. But so that's all like Black Rock Shooter. I guess the actual characters are sort of nicely designed. People like them to cosplay as, but it's not. Well, I heard that from you. It's not a good series, and it's only been subbed rather than it hasn't been dubbed. So surely there's no sort of demand there. I don't understand why Manga UK actually released that, but I could storm haters. But I think dub is important overall, no matter if it's good or bad, just for release wise, because people just get lazy. I get lazy. I watch dubs. But
if I could quickly touch upon one other thing, because you said about Digimon box sets earlier, and yeah, I'm bringing up a topic like Caleb brings up Dragon Ball Z and all that. This is not really a must for me, but I would really like Viz Media for me in DVDs has gone really downhill, especially when they dropped Monster really. That their Pokemon releases to the present is really good, but they haven't done anything from season 3 onwards, like re-releasing, because we touched upon this as well. They re-released season 1 and 2, which is a good thing, but with season 3, 4, it was all volumes, and nobody likes to buy volumes, as you said.
Yeah, volumes, I think.
Volume, I believe box set season 5, so that was Master Quest, was the first box set that came out. Then Advanced came out, and then Advanced Battle. They never did Advanced Challengers box sets, and then they went back to season 1 and season 2 re-releasing. So I really, I don't understand why. Maybe it was the sales, but they should have re-released the ones which didn't have box sets, so they're all, sold nicely in box sets. Rather, it's good enough they're concentrating on the present season, but it's really hard to get the older seasons now. You know, I'm not going to buy individual volumes because that's just nuts. You know, and I know for a fact that the series is not going to get released here because it's a big risk. Even though one company did actually touch upon they were going to release it, but I think that company gone down the drain actually, and they only released Darkrai movie, which is movie 10. They had a license for that, they released it, and that's pretty much it. They said they were bringing all this promises to the series, but nothing happened. And since movie 10, I believe Universal released 3 films, and then another company released the other film. I'm not too sure who's releasing the 14th film. Yeah, 14th film, which is coming out this year. It's all about different, copyrights with Pokemon, so that's why it's quite annoying. But the films sell, and they get released here. And at last, we actually got movie 7. Still waiting on movie 8 and 9. But it's a shame that we don't get them. But American DVDs do. But I really would like to see them do something with those older releases, or just bring them out again in a better box set, because it'll be far much easier, cheaper. But there you go, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'll speak out of Viz actually. Viz has been very quiet over here. I mean, they took part in a definite release. I know Mag UK released it, but Viz had
and Bleach, yeah.
All they're doing is their manga recently. Like, if you looked at the panel from Anime Expo a while back, I don't think there was anything to do with the anime there. It's really just the stuff.
But they're doing I'm pretty sure Viz Media are linked with Neon Alley. I'm pretty sure they're involved.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So that's something. I mean, it's just over here mainly. It's a bit quiet. It's like not really. I don't really see the sort of label on anything anymore. Like the big one I can see right now. No, actually, I'm lying to you. I can't see. It's not in here. But I know for a fact that the Viz Media logo is on my Death Note box set. Wherever it is, that's my uncle's house still.
Yeah, it was only on Death Note and Bleach, I believe. I'm not
was
sure.
Was it on the Full Metal?
No. That's Aniplex. It was not on Full Metal.
No, but the original one.
No.
Oh,
no, that's Aniplex. That's Funimation. Funimation did that.
Yeah, I know Funimation did that, of course. But I think that's all. I don't think there's anything more to say about this topic. Anyone got? Yeah. I think, just tell us your thoughts in the comments. Give us some random questions about anime. It don't really matter if it's on topic or not. Really, we do like questions. We get a few comments now, but we don't really get many questions. I mean, we enjoy reading your comments. I mean, someone said about their favourite studios, which is different from what ours was. They even mentioned a few different ones, which is what we actually forgot about to mention. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that was just good to read. It wasn't much of a comment, it's just like a list, that's all. But it's still fun to read, see your opinions and whatnot. Don't forget, we got a Twitter. You can follow us in the description. That's at United_anime, and we also have I believe a download.
Yeah, we should.
Thanks to our friend James from Astro Ignition, and hopefully, I believe it's up on iTunes now. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's up on iTunes.
Fancy.
That is fancy.
On iTunes.
Yeah, I mean,
up there with Justin Bieber's new album.
And I'll just give a
and the UAK podcast.
Yeah, I just give a little quick shout out to James who helped us with this, and he's on Astro Ignition. Check out if you like gaming, you check out his podcast,
which also involves Tash and Ben actually.
Yeah, I mean we mentioned this in special, but I don't think anyone really watches most of our specials that much. But as I said, we'll leave a link to. I think the link we leave has both playlists on there. I'm not too sure actually. I'm pretty sure it is, but we'll leave a link to down it below anyway. Both
surprise you.
Yeah, you can click on it, and we'll see what happens. But I believe that it's both Astro Ignition playlist and UAK playlist. So if you just want us, there's us. But check out Astro Ignition as well. So all the video about gaming. I believe I talked about The Last of Us recently on the latest podcast. I believe I'm not too sure. I'm just
yes.
No, it's not a guess. I know what you guys do, but I don't think it's up yet. To be honest, I think it's behind the scenes. But anyways, check that out.
A little sneak peek.
It is
there.
up. Okay.
A little sneak peek.
Yes. Okay. I got confirmation it's just done, so I can talk about this. So yeah, go check out that.
Just in.
If you news just in,
In our ears,
brilliant.
We've just been told in our ears has been confirmed.
This is a brilliant podcast at the end of wrap up. So yeah, it's gonna be my major shout out to James. He helped us a lot with that, and well, he did it actually. He didn't help. He did it himself.
Yeah, he just did.
It's really nice because I like having the opportunity at any podcast on YouTube to have the MP3. If you're like going out, the signal's not so great on your phone, so you can just download it beforehand and then have it there. So it's really nice. So don't forget if you want to just have to keep that in mind. We got it on iTunes. So it's great, you can subscribe, and that's about it, I think. But for me, I think I should wrap this up. I'll wrap this up anyway. So we have Z-Star Games.
I'm not good at goodbyes.
We have Nest Mudkip.
Bye, chaps. See you all next week.
Hopefully, unless I kill you. From BT87.
Bye.
The Slide Dragon 93.
Ohio.
Ohio. And from the AG corner, me, that is if you didn't fucking know. Bye.